Flyers are gliding into center, and you can feel the tension here in the building. The Blues win the opening face-off, and we are underway with this one. Dumps the puck in. Short's got it in the defensive end. Oh, look at this. Here they come. They've got numbers. Denies that opportunity.
Lowen's in such great position. He's able to redirect that puck to safety right to the corner.
And a stick break setup. Short's moving it ahead. Here's a shot. Glove save made by Lowen.
That hit right there, it tells me that you're attacking right away in the game. You're physically engaging. You want to dictate the tempo. But most importantly, you're willing to do what it takes. Separate body from puck. Find ways to gain possession.
Lots of time left in this period. Still scoreless in this one. Moves it over to Jiricek. He says, let's get physical on that play. Blocked, and he may have just stopped the goal.
I think you did, James. I mean, you got to protect the house, especially when it's a great stretch shot like that, and he finds a way to get in front of that and quick.
And that shot goes nowhere as the lane was filled. Comes up with a monster save in front. My word, they've really got them hemmed in here in their own zone. Humphrey's got it along the wing. Philadelphia's got possession of the puck. Jack's got the puck in his own zone. Wants some open space at center. Picked up along the wall by Luchenko. Quick shot! And there's a glove save on the play. There's the whistle. We'll get a face-off after the goalie covers up. We haven't even hit the midway mark of the period. Still looking for our first goal. Luchenko's won the face-off here in the offensive zone. Oh, and he missed the net. What a chance!
Well, you can work all game to get this look, James. So when you get that opportunity, you at the very least have to hit the net. He misses wide, and he cannot believe it.
They gain the offensive zone from the middle. And he makes the easy save. Moves it quickly over to Luchenko. Can't get a hold of that pass. He might have a step here. He's in! Oh, that just looked like indecisiveness there, Cheryl.
Yeah, and a lack of confidence as well, James. When you're in all alone, you have to know exactly what you want to do, and you have to play with authority.
Philadelphia's crossed the line and on the attack. Textbook stop by Lowen. I don't think anybody was hanging on to the puck after that hit. Into the offensive zone. Shot! Goaltender gave him nothing as it goes off the side of the net. The Blues take the puck through the neutral zone. The Flyers will play it in their own end. Through the open ice, they're picking up steam. Philadelphia's playing it from the side. Back at the point, they set it up. Oh, I thought that was the icebreaker, but he missed the net.
Oh, yeah, and that would have been the game's first goal. They did a great job of working to position, getting the opportunity. You got to find a way to at least hit the net.
Takes the stretch pass in the open ice.
Great vision to see that stretch pass.
Quick pass to Davidson. Oh, he comes up with a big stop there.
I'll tell you what, James, that ain't incidental contact. That was intentional. Certainly trying to really drive that body and separate the player from puck.
Here in the later stages of this period, the game is still scoreless. The Blues will start off on the attack after winning the draw. Blocked in traffic. Feeds the puck across to short. Offside the call. We'll get a face-off coming up. And both centers glide into the dot as a face-off set to resume. The Blues get a hold of the puck off the draw. And the puck skips out of the zone. They'll be forced to tag up. All right, there's the end of period number one. We'll take a breather. I'll recharge. The players will too. And we're coming back with period number two right after this.
Be sure to attend our Auto and Light Truck Show next weekend and get a sneak peek at next year's models from the world's top automobile manufacturers.
Put your twos up because the second period's about to go down. Still no goals in this one. We'll see if that changes here as period number 2 is underway. All right, Cheryl, we've seen already one period played in this one. How do you assess this?
Lowen's been fantastic, and the reason this game is scoreless, James, I mean, he's been at the top of his crease and given his team a real opportunity to stay in this game.
Dagenet's going to play it against the half wall. St. Louis has the puck in the corner. Here's a chance. Denies him with a save. The Flyers will play it from the defensive zone. Here's a chance. Shot. Takes him to make that save. Quick shot. Through the offensive zone and behind the net now. St. Louis has it near the wall. Philadelphia's got it near the point. Way too much congestion blocks that. Takes the feed. Here's an on-hand rush. Big-time defensive play. Philadelphia's got it in their own zone. From the right side and up the middle. Just misses.
That's a big miscue or misfire there, but you gotta love that he's getting the opportunities, James. I mean, often when you look at the stat sheet, you don't see a goal. It's how often, though, you get the opportunity. I think that's a big one for the coaching staff to recognize he's getting there.
Puck is frozen, and we get a stoppage in play.
Yarnesson's made a great save here. Let's have another look at it. I mean, they're in a high-danger area, and he is so dialed in at the top of his crease. Very athletic to be able to make this save in correct position.
Inching closer to the midway mark of this period. Still no score in this one. Philadelphia's taken possession in their own end. Gets a hold of the puck here at his own end. The Flyers are on the attack. St. Louis takes hold of the puck. Great hits up play with the stick by Novak. Picks up the puck in his own end. Here's a short pass to Molchenkov. Gaining steam here on the attack. Good stop by Lowen. And he gives it over to Humphrey. Tosses it to Novak. And that one's stolen at center ice. And they send it right back to him. Look at this. Stones him with the blocker. Dishes it to Morrison. Moves the puck along the half wall. Oh, that's a great shot block there.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's grade A scoring chance, and you want to make sure that you get...
Scores! They're on the board here in the back half of this one.
They've been sniffing all around it all night, haven't they, James? But now they finally punched their ticket in the second half of this game. They got to find a way to get another one.
The Flyers have had their chances, but they still trail late in the second. And it's poked away in the neutral zone. Nice hits up play there. Takes the feed. And now he moves it to Cooperman. Here he is. Takes the shot. Answers it with an even better save. Makes another stop.
You can certainly tell that the goaltender is dialed in on that last sequence of saves, James. He's to position, so he finds a way to make saves back-to-back. There's always certain players that know when something needs to happen in the game. Listen, they're trailing in this one, and you have to be aware of how you can ignite your team. Well, that is a huge hit, and you can see just in the response that it elicits from the bench.
Late goings of this period. We got a 1-0 game to this point. The Flyers start with the puck in their own end. They've got numbers. Here's a chance. Oh, what a glove save. Wow. Puck ready to drop here any moment to get things underway again. The Blues get a hold of the puck in their own end. And he coughs it up with the pass. He scores! Tie game!
Well, you can't worry about what happened in the game, James. It's all about what you do now, staying in the present. That's exactly what they've done, and they've got the equalizer.
Face off here in the neutral zone, and we are back underway. Off a stick, and they can't connect. The Flyers have it behind the net. And with that, 2 periods now in the books. Been a great night of hockey here on EA Sports, and we got the 3rd period coming at you in moments.
Present your ticket stub from tonight's game. Receive up to 10% off of your meal at Bunsville Burgers Family Restaurants.
Two down, 1 to go. 3rd period, they're ready to drop the puck. Well, time to find out who wants this one more as we are underway in the 3rd. Grabbed along the boards by Simmons. He carries the puck up along the wing. Shot! Makes a save as that goes off the glove. Quick feed to Hayes. Huge play in his own end to come up with the puck. Bump stick handling in his own zone. Fires it! Turned aside! Scores! A huge goal puts him in front!
Well, and persistence really pays off, doesn't it, James? When you wear down your opponent, eventually you'll capitalize. And this is the case right here as they get the go-ahead. Ask any goaltender, and you got to know where you are in the net. You got to have a knack and a sense to your positioning, and you also have to have quiet feet. It just looks like he's scrambling around in the crease here, and he can't find his footing. And as a result, he can't get square to the puck.
The Flyers have to be feeling good about themselves after taking the lead with that goal here in the 3rd.
Yeah, and it's not much of a cushion the way this game has gone back and forth, James, but it's something. You're in the lead, so now you want to continue with that tempo. Find a way to push your opponent back. Continue to punch and press.
Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone.
Hitchcock's been feeling it, James. He got the go-ahead goal, and now the puck's on his stick.
And he'll take a moment to regroup back at center. Shakes off the defender with some nifty moves. The Flyers play the puck from the back of the net. Angles it over to Hayes. And he takes the feed. Moves it to Volchenkov. Smart heads up play to neutralize the threat. And he handles the cross-ice pass. The Blues carried along the wall. Nothing doing.
There's so many moving parts in the game of hockey, which is why it's one of the most difficult sports in the world. And he gets to that prime time scoring area. You don't get that too often, and he just sails it and misses the net.
And that caroms off one of his teammates in front. Lowen's going to hang on to the puck for a whistle.
Gotta love how both of these teams are playing so fast right now. I mean, the quick counters and the transitions are creating a lot of speeds, which are generating scoring chances at both ends.
Past the midway mark of the frame, Philadelphia's got a slim lead. They lead it 2-1. The Blues win the draw here in their own end. Moves it quickly over to Bell. Philadelphia's got the puck inside the defensive zone. Oh, great play to use the wall, handling the pass. St. Louis with possession in their own zone. Steps inside the line. And he takes the feed. Fires it on net. Oh, he'd like to have that one back as it goes off the side. Slides it diagonally to Bell. Here's a shot. And that caroms off a body in the lane. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Shot! Comes up with a stop.
Lowen's been so consistent throughout tonight's game, and I mean, he's made timely saves as well. A lot of shots that he's faced, and his save percentage is an indicator of it.
Big hit on the play. Philadelphia's got the puck along the boards. Straight up the middle. Here they come.
Philadelphia's ahead in this game because of the production of that second line, and this is a nice luxury to have when you've got depth on your bench. You can look down it and really create some internal competition for the ice time. Lowen's last save has to give this team some momentum. I mean, that's a point-blank chance that he's able to take away. Just very aggressive and assertive in his crease.
The Flyers haven't stopped putting pucks on net, and they lead it here late in the 3rd. Offensive zone face-off, and he wins the draw. Nice save off the tender's pad.
Lowen's been dialed in and tracking extremely well tonight, James. Everything that's coming at him, he can see, and that's something that is really critical in the game. You make the timely stop that's needed to give your team some confidence in front of you.
Here in the late goings of the period, the Flyers are clinging to a 2-1 lead. The Blues win the draw. Inside of the last minute here in this third. Philadelphia's got the puck. Passes ahead from the right side. Tremendous block on the play.
And the bench really erupts on that one because otherwise it would have been in the back of the net.
And sends it just out of reach. Philadelphia's gained possession along the boards. Quick pass to Jiricek. St. Louis on the attack. Bad save. I think that was deflected in front. The Blues have pulled the goaltender here. They've got the extra attacker out on the ice in hopes of a goal. Scores into the empty net. And Pounder, I feel like you must have had a few empty netters in your day.
Oh, yeah. Listen, I was on the back end. I didn't have hands, so when I scored one, listen, I celebrated. I was down and out, fist pumping everywhere, even when it was the empty net. You can see the emotion on everyone on the ice as that empty netter went in. That's an insurance marker, and that's going to be the game.
The Flyers, after that empty netter, should just simply need to let the clock run out now.
Well, that one's going to seal the deal, and you look at the opponent, you can see their body language. They know it's all but over.
Passes it over to Comrie. Oh, he hammered him on the play.
Oh, this is just a thunderous hit. Talk about physical engagement. He got all of them, James.
The empty net. An empty net goal.
Well, you're trying to push and create something with the extra attacker, and you know that you get the extra advantage, but unfortunately, it doesn't work out, and it goes the other way. On the dying moments of the game, they get the empty netter, James, and that's just a result of having urgency, making sure they protect the middle of the ice, and hey, they get it down the ice and get the empty netter to boot.
Humphreys won the draw. Let's see what they can do with possession. Intercepts the pass at center. And one last save. And that's all she wrote on this one as we are in the books. St. Louis takes an emphatic L, and I think a lot of people are looking at the coaching staff on this one tonight, Cheryl.
Tough to be a coach in this situation. You got to pull your tender when the game is close, but when it's out of hand like that, you got to put the tender back in.
Well, that puts a bow on the night here this evening from all of us here at EA Sports. I'm James Cebulski. See ya.